So the subject I want to talk today about is something that is really intangible and hard to grasp, and that is faith. So in Buddhism, we have three types of faith, and they're in varying degrees as our faith grows. Now, we all have a modicum of faith right now in things that we have no control over. For instance, the moon. Okay, we have no control over the moon, but we have faith that it may be a full moon, and we have faith that it will go dark. And when it's dark, we have faith that it's going to come light again, right? We have faith in the ocean that when the tide recedes, we have faith that the tide's going to come back in. It's faith based on our experience. So the first kind of faith is what we call experiential or believing faith. And this faith is based on valid reasoning, valid experience that brings confidence inside of us. Valid faith in both objects and people, all right? Or situations, if you will. Faith in these that are virtuous. And the experience that we have with these people or these objects or these situations that are virtuous, we've had experience with them over and over and over again, which creates believing faith. We believe in the person, we believe in the concept because we've tried it and it's true for us. All right? So yes, the moon and the ocean are two very simple concepts that we can have faith in because it's tried and true over and over and over again. When we have to deal with people, for instance, and them picking us up at a certain time, we develop faith. The first time, we don't have any faith that they're going to show up or trust because we don't know if they're going to show up. And they do. They show up on time. Then they show up on time a second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. We develop trust and faith within them, and we believe them. That is called experiential faith. That's the first type of faith. Same can be true utilizing higher principles in the divine. All right, whatever your notion of divine powers are. So first time we ask for something and we receive it, we develop some faith. The second time we ask for something, we receive it, we develop more faith. Third time, fourth time, fifth time. In powers that are greater than us, we request things, we receive them. Whether it's compassion, whether it's materiality, whether it's friendship, we ask and we receive. So then we develop experiential faith based on what we've received or experienced. It's ours. Nobody has given us that faith. We don't have to rely on somebody else. The second type of faith is called admiring faith. So admiring faith is, what are we admiring? We're admiring good qualities of perhaps a teacher, a person, of the Dharma, of truth, of spiritual development. We're admiring qualities that we may not yet have. We have admiration, and we develop this admiration for both good qualities of a teacher or a mentor or a person, and good qualities of the teachings. And from that, our mind becomes more clear, and it gets free from disturbing or negative conceptions when we begin to have admiring faith. Now, this is probably more of the kind of faith that people are imagining, that I have to let go of what I don't know into the territory. I have to let go of the territory that I do know into the territory that I don't know. And I admire that thought or that belief in that person or in that teaching, but I don't have it yet. Okay, it's not experiential faith. So the second type of faith is we admire, right? We're developing this admiration for good qualities of a teacher, good qualities of a person, a friend, a mentor, good qualities of the teachings. And the mind becomes clear from disturbing and negative conceptions just based on that faith alone. And then the third type of faith, which is developed on top of admiring faith, is called wishing faith. Okay, so not only do we admire something, but we then have the aspiration and we wish that we had this kind of quality or knowledge. Okay, we have admiring faith and we're developing aspiration to cultivate these good qualities within us. The good qualities we see in mentors, in teachers, in other people. We have a wishing faith, oh, I wish that for me. And good qualities, I wish that I have a virtuous mind, and I wish that we lived in a virtuous world, and that we have faith. We have a wishing faith so that it will materialize. So this is the third type of faith. Wishing faith goes one step beyond admiring faith. So, sitting and watching other countries and how they deal with crises, we can have our own faith of how our government or our people or how our family or how we dealt with something. And then we admire how perhaps another country has dealt with how they treat their sick or they're lonely or they're homeless. That's admiring faith of good qualities. Then we have a wishing faith where we start actually cultivating within ourselves these very same qualities of other people or other situations or other countries. So these type of faiths, these three faiths, they build on each other. And faith and trust work hand in hand. It's sort of like the right hand and the left hand working together. Trust is built over time. Honesty of somebody's, what they say, what they do, how they act, what they're thinking, watching their mind, we build trust over time. And faith is that quality of admiring somebody else's, admiring it, aspiring to it, wishing for it, and then embodying it. So first we must trust and have that first level of faith, that believing faith, the experiential faith, and that comes from action. So these three types of faith cultivate slowly. Same with trust. A lot of us coming from dysfunctional families, dysfunctional society, who do we trust? Our trust has been broken. People don't keep their word. People aren't in integrity. They don't, what they say, what they do, and what they think aren't in alignment. So therefore our trust gets broken. Trust is built over time. And until we talk next time, keep the faith.